Hi, my name is Jazmine Johnson. I am from Des Moines, Iowa. I really enjoy acrylics and watercolor. I dabble a little bit in jewelry making and as well as crafts. I love junk journals. I love collecting trash. It's great. I have been practicing art for years. My journey started when I was 8 years old, when I had to go to an art therapist. And then ever since then, I realized that art gives you a voice. And I've been practicing ever since. Professionally, I have been creating art for about 8 years and teaching art for about 6 years. So the aha moment that I had, it was the first time in a long time that I felt like my voice was heard. And it wasn't the way I was talking or the words I was saying, it was seen. That really made me feel welcomed into the journey that I wanted to embrace, and I never wanted to lose that spark again. There has been a period of time, like years, where I will create art and throw it away, create art, mark it out, create art, paint over it, create art, put it away. And at the time when I was trying to find my voice again and find my happiness, I was grieving a lot of loss, a lot of things that I was struggling with personally. The junk journal came from that because as I was grieving and I was writing out my problems, I hated how I felt. I did not like the fact that I felt like trash. I did not like the fact that I felt like junk. I did not like the fact that I felt literally just disposable. As I was writing and grieving, I had a silly thought of what separates trash from recyclables? Like what really makes trash trash? I decided to turn that grief journal into my junk journal, and I spent the year of 2025 just collecting junk and turning it into art so it can change my perspective of being messy does not always have to be a mess. Being creative, there's always a stereotype of what you have to be and what you have to look like and what your product has to look like too. I just got into this rut of like, it wasn't looking like anyone else's. I felt like I wasn't getting approval or validation. And I was just like, if I feel like this art is trash, why not make it out of trash? So I found a painting in the trash that someone was just throwing away, and I physically took it out of the trash can. Now I am collaging trash on top of it. So something that's actually very interesting about the collection of canvases that I do presently have, they have been either given to me or have been thrown away. My goal for 2025 that led into 2026 was repurposing a lot of materials that are normally discarded or thrown away or seen as useless. And I wanted to reamp it and revamp it and make it into something that had a whole nother meaning. One of my favorite journeys ever because it literally forced me to think outside the box of typical materials of like paint and canvas. There is exactly 2 people that have had an impact on my art journey. The first person was my elementary art teacher at Goldblatt Elementary in Chicago, Illinois. Her name was Miss Johnson, which I think is so funny. She was very out there, very eccentric, very bold, very loud, and just very present. And I really enjoyed seeing her show up every day for us and encourage us to think outside the box of what we were limited to. Big shout out to Miss Johnson. I'm happy I'm now the Miss Johnson. And the second person that I said that had a very big impact on my art style as well as my art journey is Kerry James Marshall. I just really enjoyed how well he represented the color black, because I feel like when you think of such a dark color, you think of darkness, but he was able to show that there is more complexity when it comes down to unexpected color. What motivates me to keep making art is wanting to be seen and wanting to be heard and not wanting the inner child to stop healing. That's what really got me back into my artist journey. I realized that I was walking around with a lot of baggage and I needed to let it go. And I felt like the only way I would be able to grow into the person I wanted to be is letting go of the person that I was. I just felt like I reached a spot where I was too comfortable to a point where I felt like it was no longer a purpose. It was just more of a routine. I didn't want to be stuck in a routine. I didn't want to wake up at 40 in a studio apartment wondering what I have done for the last 20 years of my life. I wanted to be able to live now instead of wishing that I have. The journey that I see my art going on is opening up more doors and more opportunities, as well as communicating that anyone can truly be an artist. You don't have to be technical. You don't have to know all the elements of art. Sometimes you can just do it, and that's okay. I hope my journey takes me into more rooms and more buildings where I can share my message, share my meaning, share my purpose, and be able to share my light with other people who may be looking for a spark as well. What you should expect at my show is definitely some paintings, some jewelry. I have been big into bracelet making and jewelry making at the moment. I'm trying to make bag charms right now because, again, got a lot of trash, got a lot of beads, so I got to make something with it. Expect some trinkets. I love a good trinket. Definitely expect my physical, actual junk journal is falling apart because, again, trash, but I will love to open that up for people to experience. So where you can keep up at my art is on Instagram at Sade Crafts. If you want to see my art in person, please come to Mainframe Studio on first Friday, June 5th at ArtForce, Iowa, Studio 101. I really appreciate it. Come support your girl, please, and thank you. Come build this community with me. Stop sleeping on your dreams and start acting on your dreams.
To support our workshops and help us create opportunities for you to transform through art, join our Yes Kindness campaign by donating at yeskindness.org/donate.